So thank you so much for making each of these teams possible. Every one of these dogs is very special, but there are two who are named especially for a couple of people, and I'd like to recognize those. So Albert was named in memory of Betty and Sigmund Albert by their daughter Melody. And we're really glad that their legacy is living on through that beautiful dog. And Brody was special named by Jill Mayhew and her very good friends and some of her favorite kids, Brody and Kendall. And so they've all enjoyed watching Brody's progress as he's progressed through the program and are so happy that he's graduating as a guide dog and journeying on with his person. So again, so thank you so much for all you do. Congratulations to all of you graduating. And with this, I'm going to pass the mic along to Jess Walsh, who is going to recognize our puppy raisers.
Good afternoon. My name is Jessica Walsh, and I'm a regional puppy specialist here at Guiding Eyes. I work with all the East regions and provide administrative support to the regions and the regional puppy instructors. I would like to take this opportunity to say thank you to all the raisers. Without you, the incredible dogs graduating today would not have made it to this point. Before my current position, I used to work as a kennel tech here at the training school, and as a result of that role, I'm lucky enough to have seen all the stages the pups have endured. It really brings it full circle to see a tiny 8-week-old puppy turn into the guide dogs like the ones in front of us today. As a current raiser, I know the hours and commitment it takes, so I thank you for planning unique outings and keeping your puppy safe, altering your schedule to fit in a puppy and his or her needs, and so much more. Every puppy raiser is different, but the one thing you all have in common is the love and dedication that you put into the puppy you're raising. The dogs graduating today are the result of that love. I'm incredibly grateful to be part of an organization where we have passionate, hardworking, and selfless volunteers like you. There is a quote I would like to share: "Never doubt that a small group of thoughtful, committed citizens can change the world. Indeed, it is the only thing that ever has." Margaret Mead. I wish the new graduating teams good luck on their journey, and it is an honor to express great thanks from the puppy program to our raisers who are here in person. Allie and Jen Maimoni with Brody's Raisers. Dana Malchevix with Almost Dead. Jim and Linda McCowley with Walden. The Miller family with Walden as well. I would also like to announce the names of the raisers who could not be here today. Please hold your applause to the end. Danny Speeve with Albert, Lynn Edwards with Albert, Michaela Payanisa with Brody, Jean Silverman with Dennison, the Aleva Bevins family with Lindsay, Audrey Pennington with Maverick, Corin Ludicki with Maverick as well, and Carson Percival with Sonic. Thank you all.
All right. My name is Dan Wiesner. I'm one of the instructors here in class. This class is a very large class, as you can see in front of you. There are 8 students here on campus, and there were 5 instructors in this class. So with this, I want to highlight a couple of these, or all of these students. To begin, we have Mason and Sonic. Mason has come Mason has come from Kentucky for his first guide dog. Mason, you truly hit the ground running with your dog. I think Mason is probably the fastest student I have ever worked with. Think of power walking, go a little faster. You guys are also part of the running guides program and were able to go for their first run yesterday, and it really hit the ground running. You guys were only expecting to walk about a mile or run about a mile, but you did the entire 1.8 mile loop and then went for more. You guys are really well matched. You guys are very great together. I think when you get home, it's only going to get better and better and better. Please keep us posted with all the fun adventure you guys have. It's really been an honor working with you. Next up, we have Doug, who has returned to Guiding Eyes for his 9th guide dog. He is our one and only retrain in this class. He was able to share a lot of his wisdom and a lot of his experiences over the years with all of his different guide dogs. You and Maverick are so much fun together. He is so excited out of Maverick being his 9th guide dog. He is the first guide dog of his that will play tug. And most of the time, I think he wins too. It's really great. I think you guys are so well matched. He settles beautifully. I think you guys, as you return home with all your meetings and committees that you're on, I think the two of you are really going to make a lovely match together. They reside in Daytona Beach, Florida, so it's going to be a little bit of paradise year-round. I really wish you the best. Thank you for our wonderful talks and teaching me so much. You're an incredible person, and I'm really excited to see what the future holds from you. Next up is Kat Pawala.
Hi, everyone. I'm Kat, and I had the pleasure of working with Natalie and Michelle. So first, I will introduce Michelle. She has come to Guiding Eyes for her first guide dog, Albert, a yellow lab male. Michelle has been focused and determined to improve her mobility, both for herself and for her family, whom she adores. Albert will be a lovely addition to their home, which she shares with her husband and children, who are equally excited to bring home Albert. Michelle, it's been wonderful working with you. I've been doing this job for a very long time, and it still amazes me how profound and emotional safe and independent travel can be to someone who is blind and visually impaired. You reminded me of this on our night trip, where we both shed a couple tears as you were so excited to be walking again at night, safe and by yourself. Obviously with Albert by your side, but he gave you the confidence to do that, and it reminded me of why I do this job, why we all do this job. We've shared many laughs and stories about being moms along the way. So I can't wait to continue that friendship. And I can't wait to hear everything that you guys do for you and Albert does for you and your family once you return home. And Natalie visited Guiding Eyes, and I met her about 4 years ago with the Helen Keller Institute as she came to learn about guide dogs. I was so very happy to have her here again, as she was matched with her first guide dog, Olmsted. Natalie and Olmsted have been able to learn and grow together as a team over the past 2 weeks. Natalie will be going back home to her college in Long Island, where she is working towards her second bachelor's degree in acting. She hopes, and I have no doubt, that she will bring more attention to the deafblind community in the entertainment industry. Don't forget us, Natalie, when you become rich and famous. Natalie's determination and desire to work with her guide has created such a strong bond. I have truly enjoyed working with you, Natalie. Your bright spirit and your sense of humor have been so heartfelt each day. I look forward to working with you next week at home and to start you guys off on all your adventures.
My name is Susan Crowa. I'm a specialized training instructor, and in this class I had the pleasure of working with Anthony Parisi. Anthony joins us from the scenic hamlet of North Tonawanda, just outside of Buffalo, New York, for his first guide dog. Anthony was matched with Lindsay, a yellow lab girl who also happens to be the only girl in this class. Lindsay is so confident that she would lay on her back in community run, and she is affectionately called Lindsay Two Toys, as she inevitably carries a couple of bones or balls around when she plays. Anthony works in the Home Depot, where he is an appliance whiz. In fact, much of our training was at our local Home Depot, Anthony is so gregarious that he now knows the entire staff there. Anthony has to be one of the kindest people I've ever met, genuine and sincere, and he has blessed us with the worst, corniest jokes I've ever heard. We survived his jokes. Anthony and Lindsay thrived in training, and I'm happy and proud to see them graduate as an official guide dog team. Well done, Anthony.
Hi, everybody. My name is Allie Greenberg, and I had the pleasure of working with Eugen and Jackson. So I'm going to introduce to you Eugen. Hi. Eugen is here not only for her first guide dog, but for her very first dog ever. You would never guess this, as Eugen's hard work and dedication to learning a new skill has created a wonderful relationship already with her new guide, Dennison. As a psychology major, Eugen has kept me on my toes with all of the best questions about dog behavior and training. She has mentioned that Dennison helps her pay attention to the world around her. She can walk with her head held high instead of watching the ground as she moves. I cannot wait to hear about what this team does next. Dennison was trained by Chrissy Vetrano. Next, we have Jackson. Jackson comes to us all the way from Juneau, Alaska for his very first guide. Jackson has quickly become Walden's favorite thing in the world, followed closely by tennis balls in second place. Jackson is ready to take on new challenges with Walden by his side, including possibly moving to Denver to become an elementary school teacher. Walden's serious work ethic and playful side when out of his harness makes a perfect match for Jackson. The team's bond is undeniable, and just yesterday, Jackson asked me, "Are all dogs this good?" It has been an honor to work with both of them, and I know they are headed for a very bright future. Walden was trained by Sam Ori.
Hello, everyone. As I introduced myself before, I'm Louise, and I had the pleasure of working with Lydia this class. She is here for her first guide dog, Brody, a large male black lab. When I say large, as Lydia puts it, he's half her size. While they were a great match right from the start, we quickly learned they have much more in common than we initially thought. They both love the air conditioning and would rather not be out in the heat. Lydia has started calling him Water King, as her mother calls her the Water Queen. They both like to drink a lot of water.
No falta hasta.
Good. Okay. The biggest commonality is the love between the two of them. We were practicing how to safely board and exit the escalator this week, and we do that Juno style, which means no harness in their hand. And Brody watched Lydia like a hawk the entire time, waiting for her to come back. Once they were reunited, the amount of wags, licks, pets, and were a sight to see. I'm very excited to see what the two of them will do. Brody was trained by Chrissy Vetrano and the specialized training team. And we have two graduate speakers for this graduation ceremony. The first will be Lydia.
Thank you, Elise. It's a pleasure to be with you all today, and I just want to express my sincere gratitude to everyone at Guiding Eyes, from the instructors to the trainers, the puppy raisers, the kennel staff, everyone who does the cleaning and the dining, and just everyone who makes this entire operation possible. I really can't thank you enough, and I can express how wonderful and kind everyone has been this entire time. So thank you to the entire staff. I just want to say a couple words briefly about Brody and us as a team. For those of you who don't know me, I am blind and severely hard of hearing. So Brody has been trained in the specialized program to help me travel safely. So for instance, I tend to veer very hard left, and so he's trained to kind of fight me on that, make sure I go straight and safely. So that is going to tremendously impact my independence. I have been waiting 6 years now to get a guide dog. I have applied to a few schools and am just so grateful for the opportunity Guiding Eyes has given me in the specialized training program to become so much more independent and reach my full potential. I am just so excited to see where Brody and I go. I can't wait to just see what we do together. I think we can accomplish so much with him at my side. And again, I'm just so forever grateful to everyone at Guiding Eyes, the entire specialized training program, Luis being my primary instructor, and Andrea and Chrissy and all of the trainers who worked with Brody and the puppy raisers who made him the cute, sweet Brody he was when he was a little boy. And I am just so, so thankful, so happy to be here with you all. And with that, I will pass it to Anthony.
Right here.
I don't know.
Sorry, just some microphone difficulties.
You're good.
Back on? Okay. All right, Anthony.
Okay. As Lydia said, thank you very much to the training staff, school staff, nursing, Chef Rob. Your food's awesome. Love you, man. He kept us fed with anything you can imagine and as much of it as you wanted. My story's a little bit different. Susan Croa was my trainer. Thank you, Susan. Big thank you. I have Lindsay here with me, who is very excited right now. She has been specially trained to work on my right, as my right's my stronger side. I also have cerebral palsy, and in that we learned different techniques to basically opposite what a normal guide dog will do. Lindsay is an absolute trooper. All the credit goes to Susan and the staff here, the kennel staff, my puppy raisers, which unfortunately could not be here. Everybody that's laid a hand on this dog, you've done fantastic. I cannot thank you enough, and I look forward to a lot of really good years with her. She's going to be a fire hall dog. She's going to go bowling with me. She's going to do a lot of things. She's got a lot of love back home. She's given a lot of love here too. She's licking Walden over here. If I could give a word of advice to somebody who might be watching this, who might be where I was 4 years ago, thinking, maybe I want to get a guide dog. I don't know yet. Maybe it's a thing, or maybe you're in the process of you've turned your application in, you've done your video, and you're waiting and you're waiting and you're waiting and you're waiting to hear something. Whether you have a match or how it's going, all I can tell you is if you turned your stuff in here, they are doing what they need to do to work on getting you a dog. Trust the process, listen to what they say, and it will happen. I am living proof. I love this place with everything I got. Thanks to everybody, and have a great rest of the celebration. To Dan with the microphone.
All right, let's make this official. We're going to pass out our graduate certificates here. First, we have Lydia and Brody. Anthony and Lindsay. Jackson and Walden. Doug and Maverick. Mason and Sonic. Michelle and Albert. Eugene and Dennison. And Natalie and Olmsted. I truly wish you guys all the best. You guys have been absolutely wonderful and so much fun to be around. I really wish you guys all the best. We all here do. You guys are the whole reason why we do this. You guys are wonderful human beings. And thank you for sharing all your hot chocolate hours in the evening. With this, I'm going to pass the microphone over to Allie to wrap this up.
Who's going to be your next mayor?
Next mayor? Maybe me.
Okay, everyone, that concludes our ceremony for today. I'd like to thank you all for coming out to support our class, and I hope you all have a great evening. Thank you.